राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ, जय गिरिवरधारी,
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ, गिरिवरधारी,
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ, गिरिवरधारी,
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ, जय गिरिवरधारी,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari.
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Janvallabha, Girivaradhari.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari.
Jai Radha Madhava, Jai Kunja Vihari, Jai Gopi Janvallabha, Jai Girivaradhari.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. So, very warm welcome to all of you for today's session on the Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start our session with the prayers. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. So we discussed in our previous session the the process the process which is described by Bhagwan Kapil, the process which is being described by Bhagwan Kapil in these shlokas. This process used to be followed by devotees during those times, and we discussed the similarity and the superiority of Bhakti Yoga above this Ashtanga Yoga process. That how Bhakti Yoga is so much superior, much more easier, and much more sublime than any other yoga process. Because ultimately, you see, what path we take is not that important. A devotee may go through any path, but what is the ultimate goal? Path is secondary, but the goal is permanent. So, whatever yoga process a person may follow, but the goal is to develop love for Krishna. And ultimately, even in Ashtanga Yoga, the stage of Samadhi means eternal love for Krishna. Okay. So, the goal is to always think of Krishna, meditate on Krishna, always be immersed in Krishna, in the thoughts of Krishna. And that is only possible when we are in love with Krishna. So now today we'll begin our discussion with text 13, Shloka number 13 of the 28th chapter of the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. प्रसन्नवदनाम्भोजम् पद्मगर्भारुणेक्षणम् नीलोत्पलदलश्यामम् शङ्खचक्रगदाधरम्. प्रसन्नवदनाम्भोजम् पद्मगर्भारुणेक्षणम् नीलोत्पलदलश्यामम् शङ्खचक्रगदाधरम्. Translation: The Supreme Personality of Godhead has a cheerful lotus-like countenance with ruddy eyes like the interior of a lotus and a swarthy body like the petals of a blue lotus. He bears a conch, discus, and a mace in three of his hands. You see, so prasanna vadanam bhojam. Prasanna vadana. So the appearance of Krishna here in this shloka, Bhagwan Kapil is describing the appearance of Krishna, the appearance of Lord Narayan, how he looks. because meditation cannot be done on something which does not exist. These Mayavadi philosophers or these so-called Buddhist philosophers who have no knowledge of God, they are atheistic people in disguise of spiritualists. They call themselves as spiritualists, but they have no understanding of God. So these people who have no philosophy of God, they say that we have to meditate on something which is void. We have to meditate on something which is not there. You see what nonsense it is, because you can't meditate on something which is not there, which is void. It's impossible. Even if a person tries to meditate on something which is void, to think of that itself is a thought, isn't it? So here it is said how we have to meditate, on whom we have to meditate, and what is his appearance. Because a living entity or a human being cannot meditate on anything which is void. It is impossible. Okay. So to say that I want to become thoughtless, I want to not think anything, I want to, so that is not possible. So here it is mentioned that how we have to meditate on the Lord and how does the Lord look? What is his appearance? When we see Krishna, when we see Lord Narayan, what will be his appearance? That is mentioned here. So it is mentioned Prasanna Vadana Ambhojam. Prasanna Vadana Ambhojam. Ambhojam means lotus. So the appearance of Lord Narayan is, or Lord Vishnu or Krishna, it is very soothing. He appears exactly like a smiling, beautiful boy with lotus-like face. The face is like lotus. He is always smiling. His face is like lotus. Padma Garbharo Nekshanam. Padma Garbha. Padma Garbha. Aruna Ikshanam. Padma Garbha. His beauty is like the color of his beauty is like interior of a lotus. And Aruna Ikshanam, his eyes are like Aruna. Aruna means when we see the sun on the horizon, the shining just before the sun, just after the sun uh, is on the horizon, we see reddish tinge of sun, that reddish sun. So like that, Krishna's eyes are like that reddish sun in the sky. That is the meaning of Aruna Ikshanam. Nilotpala Dalashyamam. Nila Utpala Dala. Nila Utpal, there is a lotus which is blue in color. Okay. And Dalashyamam. And the leaves of that lotus flower, they are shamam, they are dark in complexion. So Krishna's appearance is just like that. And then Shankh Chakra Gadadharam, and he is always holding Shankh Chakra Gada and Padma. Shankh means conch, Chakra means disc, Gada means his mace. So Shank Chakra Gadadharam. And of course, in one hand, he is holding lotus. So, this is the appearance of Krishna. It is not that we are meditating on something which does not exist. No. Any person who will see Krishna, he will see Krishna in this form. This is the eternal form of Krishna. Okay. This form never changes. Unlike in this material world, everything keeps changing. In the spiritual world, everything is eternal and it does not change with time. So, this eternal form of Krishna, which Krishna is showing to his devotee or expressing to his devotees, so that the devotees can also meditate on this beautiful form of Krishna. So, this we must always remember, that it is impossible to meditate on something which does not exist. That means these, what these Mayavadis say is that we can meditate on something which is void. It's impossible. There is no void in this whole creation. This whole creation is filled with devotees and different paraphernalia of devotees, filled with all that. This whole material world. Not only material, even spiritual world. So there is nothing void in this whole existence. So where from this idea comes, no one knows. Our void. So that is why in the Vedic scriptures it is said that we meditate on the beautiful limbs of Lord Vishnu, beautiful angas of Lord Vishnu. Now text 14, shloka number 14. लसत पंकज किंजल का पीत कौशेय वाससम श्रीवत्स वक्ष संभ्राजत कौस्तुभा मुक्त कंधरम लसत पंकज किंजल का पीत कौशेय वाससम श्रीवत्स वक्ष संभ्राजत कौस्तुभा मुक्त कंधरम. Translation: His loins are covered by a shining cloth, yellowish like the filaments of a lotus. On his breast he bears the mark of Srivatsa, a curl of white hair. The brilliant Kaustubha gem is suspended from his neck. You see, so these are some more features of the appearance of Lord Narayan. So Bhagavan Kapil is saying that Lasat Pankaj Kinjalka. Kinjalka means the cloth that the Lord wears. It is Lasat. Lasat means it's effulgent cloth. But it is Pankaja. It is like a lotus. Pita Kaushya Vasasam. So the color of the clothing that the Lord wears, it is Pit. Pit means yellow in color. Okay. Shrivats Vakshasam Bhrajat. And Shrivats is a special stone which the Lord loves. And Lord always wears that stone on his breast, this is chest. On his chest, and around Srivatsa there are grayish hair which surrounds that Srivatsa. So that is special sign, special significance of Lord Narayan or Lord Vishnu. And Kaustubhamukta Kandharam. And On his neck, the Lord wears a beautiful jewelry made of kaustubha. So you see, these are all beautiful features of the beauty of Lord Narayan. So gorgeous, so beautiful. So the cloth which the Lord wears, that cloth, the color of that cloth is yellow in color. Pith. That's why sometimes this word pita is used. Pita means yellowish clothing. And here it is mentioned lasat. Lasat means it shines very brightly. Bright effulgence comes out of his body. And not only from his body, even his clothing that he wears, from that cloth, huge bright effulgence comes out. And that effulgence is called as Brahma Jyoti. Okay. So these are the beautiful features of the Lord being described here in these shlokas. Now, text 15, shloka number 15. So, matva direpha kalaya. Matva direpha kalaya. Paritam vanamalaya. Parardhe har valaya. Kiritangada nupuram. Matva direpha kalaya. Paritam vanamalaya. Parardhihar Valaya Kiritangada Nupuram. Translation. He also wears around his neck a garland of attractive sylvan flowers, and a swarm of bees intoxicated by its delicious fragrance hums about the garland. He is further superbly adorned with a pearl necklace, a crown, and pairs of armlets, bracelets, and anklets. You see, so all the features of the Lord's beautiful body is being described by Bhagwan Kapil. So in the material world, everything is temporary, but in the spiritual world, everything is eternal. So even the form of Lord, which is described here in these shlokas, it's eternal. So it is mentioned here, Matta Dvirefa Kalaya. Dvirefa Kalaya. Kalaya means the body of the Lord, the form of the Lord, is Matta Dvirefa Kalaya. Matta means madness. Viref means to roam around or to surround. Paritam Vanamalaya. Paritam Vanamalaya. Krishna, one of the name of Lord Krishna is Vanamali. Why Vanamali? Why Vanamali? Because he is always wearing a garland of scented and very gorgeous flowers. He is always wearing a garland, beautiful garland of exquisite flowers with beautiful fragrance. And that is eternal characteristic of Lord Krishna. You see, in the material world, if you wear a garland, normally after some time, the garland will lose its sheen, will lose its scent, its characteristics, everything will be lost. And the same garland which was looking very beautiful will start looking ugly in the material world. But that is not the case in the spiritual world. Now, this garland is not made up of material flower or material devotees. Because the flower which are present in the body of the on the body of the Lord, they are all spiritual, they are not ordinary, they are all devotees. In the spiritual world, there is no matter. Everything connected to Krishna is spirit. And everything disconnected from Krishna is matter, isn't it? So in the spiritual world, there is no matter. So it is the tendency of matter to deteriorate with time, isn't it? So in the spiritual world, there is no matter. There is nothing called as material. There is only spirit. Only spirit. So what does it mean? That everything what you see in the spiritual world is a living entity. So the garland which the Krishna is wearing in the spiritual world, that garland also is living entity. All the flowers present on the garland are living entities. That is their devotional service. When Radha Rani or when Mother Yashoda, they want to put a garland on Krishna's body. So what happens? In the spiritual world, when Radharani or Mother Yashoda, when they want to decorate Krishna with garlands, so what do they do? Do they go to search for flowers and then they prepare a garland? No. Just when Radharani desires to put a garland on Krishna, the flowers, because they are all living entities, isn't it? So the flowers on the trees, they all automatically come together and they become a garland, and then Radharani just puts it on Krishna, puts them on Krishna. Because in the spiritual world, it is called Kalpa Vriksha. Everything is happening just by desire. A devotee just desires to serve Krishna in a particular way and he is serving Krishna. Of course, no devotee will desire to serve Krishna unpleasantly or erratically. No. They all desire to serve Krishna and Krishna fulfills their desires. Everything happens by desires. That is the difference between spiritual world and material world. Because in the material world, everything is matter and matter is dead. To move matter, you require spiritual energy. Right? So, but that is not the case in the spiritual world. Spiritual world, there is no matter. Everything is spirit. So everything is animate. Everything is animate. Everything is lively. There is no death. So the garlands are also eternal, which Krishna wears. It never becomes slackened or it never gets deteriorated. They are eternal. So these are some secrets from the spiritual world, Golok Vrindavan. And we must know that that is the place which we all must aspire for. That is the goal of human life, to go back to our original abode, to go back to our original place, where we all can engage in loving devotional service to Krishna. So in the material world, we prepare ourselves to serve Krishna. What we are doing today, whatever action we perform today, it is that action will result into our next body. Okay. Whatever action we are performing today, that action will result into our next body. Okay. Because the actions that we perform is because of the desires that we have. So if a person desires to be in this material world, then he will not perform devotional service to Krishna, isn't it? He will perform material activities. So next life will be material. But when a devotee, what he does, he prepares himself for next life, his eternal next life. Everyone has to die one day. But a non-devotee, he dies and gets a new body. But a pure devotee, he dies, he also dies, but he revives his spiritual body and he never takes birth again. Right? In both cases, body will change. But when a non-devotee dies, he gets another material body. But when a devotee, when a pure devotee dies, he does not get another material body, he revives his spiritual body. And you cannot go to Golok Vrindavan in material body. If we want to go to Golok Vrindavan, we need spiritual body. So whatever actions we are performing today, we are preparing, we are reviving our spiritual body. That is why. That is why we need to be in good association and we have to engage in loving devotional service to Krishna in good association, in the association of a pure devotee of Krishna, the spiritual master. Because that when we are doing that, we are actually preparing our next body. We are reviving our spiritual body. So that when we leave this body, we directly revive our spiritual body. Even when we are performing devotional service in this life, our spiritual body is already awakened. And more we engage in devotional service, the more it gets awakened. So many of you, those who are not coming for Sunday sessions, all of you must come. That's why we have these Sunday sessions. So all of you can come and participate in our congregational glorification of Krishna for his pleasure. Because that's what we are going to do in the spiritual world. So a replica of that, a mock rehearsal of that happens here in the temple. That is why temples are so important. Those who are foolish people, they don't realize the importance of a temple. What do we do in a temple? We do mock rehearsal. We do rehearsal of what we will be doing in Golok Vrindavan. In Golok Vrindavan, this is what happens. What happens here in a temple. Right? So that is why it's very important to participate in all the activities of the temple. So all of you, for those of you it is possible, all of you must come every Sunday and participate in temple programs. Okay? Many of you have got many services also, so you can do all that. And that is how we revive our spiritual body. Not even before death. Even before death, we can revive our spiritual body. Okay. So that is why these descriptions are given in the Srimad Bhagavatam by Bhagwan Kapil. So that we should know that we are not meditating on some void. No. We are meditating and we are glorifying and we are worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead who looks so beautiful, whose appearance is so gorgeous. And our life's desire, our goal is to meet him one day, to see him one day. And in a temple, we see him every day. That same form, in the form of Lord Jagannath, is present. So we have to make ourselves used to seeing the Lord every day. And that is why in a temple, we do that. So these are the different descriptions of the appearance of the Lord in these shlokas. We'll discuss more about it in the upcoming shlokas. Those who are new to the channel can subscribe. All of you can like, comment, share. We'll stop here. We'll continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.